Okay, so gonna be going over the breakdown of the 28 Weeks Later 52 Blue Mondays project here. Okay, pretty crazy stuff, right? Let's go into the first version of this. To start out with, let's listen to this song and see what we're hearing. So the song has an interesting section at the end. It gets absolutely insane. And then I took that original idea, was inspired to make something with that. 28 Weeks Later felt like the right source media for this. And there's this scene where these people come in, flamethrowers, and are just killing everything, as well as zombies chasing a car full of survivors. Between those two things, it's kind of like crazy like stuff just happening. So without any effects on, this is what, and we'll take the speed ramps off too, so it'll just be normal footage. So it looks like this. Just cut this together from the scene. And then I used the speed ramps to carefully choose which parts of the scene I wanted to let in and out, and which parts I wanted to exaggerate or slow down and just give it that chaotic feel. Nice little cinematic pauses at the end, the black, and here too. There's a little gap in the audio, you'll hear it. So just nice to match that visually, as a little tip. Next, we put on an adjustment layer, and it has some effects here in a certain order. So we got some ambient light, makes it that yellow vomity. Then we have some sketching, and then bring back some contrast and darkness to the edit. So that is kind of the first draft, this. And I didn't really like this, it felt cartoony. I decided to change this into the second version here. Okay, so everything's the same, but now we have some bleach bypass here. It gives it that nice bleached out look. And then some vomit yellow back in. Then we have some contrast, darkness, saturation, and then a camera shake that is automated here. It's automated depending on the intensity of the scene and kind of manually what I wanted to have going on shaking wise. Just not too much, but also just feel like the right amount for this crazy song and the visuals. So here's that. And then we have the real fun part, which is the chromatic aberration. And this is highly automated. If you look at all the sliders here, and then we go down, there's a lot going on here. But basically the key is just playing around with what looks right at what point and just having a nice sense of flow with it. And this is what that looks like. It really does not want to render right now. This part is like my favorite shot, just the slugginess of it, like the dragging on of the face. Just love that. So that's pretty cool. And a lot of cool abstract frames came out of this project. I was really going for like the song was puking with color kind of vibe. Not really psychedelic, but more like the song couldn't really contain what was going on in the atmosphere of the characters in the scene and the people, and kind of how they would be experiencing what was going on if that song was like there in the world. This is kind of what it would feel like, I think. It's just a pretty cool interpretation of it. Just really inspired by that section. Needed to make something from it. So yeah, that's the project breakdown for 52 Blue Mondays and 28 Weeks Later.